Hello and welcome to round 4 for Class C in Bahrain. My name is Chevy2K and I'm here joined by Black Mamba.
Hello guys.
Hello. We are in round 4. Let's see who's on provisional pole. Stewart for now with at 125.9. Just a tenth behind Billy. Ferrari looking very strong. Let's see who's on a lap at the moment. I think it's Matthew Mott coming into the pits. I think it's Brandon coming into the pits. Skipper. I think Skipper just 2 tenths down on his lap. I think he just finished his lap. There's a Red Bull crossing the line. Alright. I think it's no. Infamous finishing his lap. It's gonna be a 127.6, just missed out of 10th on his previous lap. There's an Alpine coming. Elixir. Let's see what he can do. Improve the 10th into P9 with 3 laps on these softs. Not something that's great on this track. Just the softs go off quite quickly. Benny on the mediums coming in. P12, yeah. Not too shabby. Pete on an outlap. Let's follow him around.
Oh, leaps, yeah.
Let's see, Pete's coming into turn 1, takes a lot of curb on the left side, locks up, and got a big lap of oversteer, and that's his lap over. It's unfortunate. I think let's Skipper just improve the 10th on his lap, not too bad. I think it's Milo on his out lap, starting his lap now. Chris is out there also starting his lap. There's a lot of drivers starting his lap now. Let's see if someone's going to finish. Hello. Elixir might come into the pits. Yes. I think it's Reeves finishing his lap. Let's see whether he's gonna put him. A 127.6 into P15, so he's still looking for an improvement.
I'm gonna check the standings right now.
Reeves is off into turn 1 on his in lap. Okay.
Little Mike is not racing. He's actually the championship leader.
Yeah, so the 2 Ferraris will actually close in a lot and perhaps take the lead. We follow Billy around for his lap. Let's see if he can improve on his time and snatch provisional pole from his teammate. Into turn 1 he goes. Deep braking, very good exit actually. Takes a lot of curb on the inside, and into turn 4 he goes. DRS open. Stays on the track. Very cautious, and that's actually 2 tenths on his timer. Very good from him. Purple first sector, a little bit of oversteer. Missed the apex, but didn't lose that much time as we have yellow flag in sector 1. I think that's Milo. Just little spin, and we have Stewart retiring.
Ooh, Stewart!
Stewart retiring. I think he lost it on the curb in turn 7. Let's see if we can see it from. Yeah, he lost it on the curb, and that's the same that happened to. I think it's Harley from Class A on Monday. Let's get back to Billy's over 2 tenths up on his lap, so I think he's looking for a provisional P1.
Slipstream there.
Yeah, Match was giving a very good slipstream actually.
Major slipstream.
That's gonna improve him on his lap, so he's
Yeah,
quite happy with
that's
that.
bold. Yeah, that's
125.7, very impressive
well
from
done.
him. Believing in the way on Dopey Man as he's on another lap, but I don't think he compromised it that much.
Close. So who is on the left? Who is
Following Dopey Man at the moment. Let's see what his delta's gonna be. It's almost a 10th up, and we have yellow sector 1. I think that's composite? No, should it be? Okay. Brandon also over 2/10 up on his lap, so it's gonna be quite close at the top. I think it's a slight gap to Billy. He's quite safe with a 25.7. Still some time to gain in sector 2. As was at XP1. I think we've completely missed that.
They all posted
125.6, a low one. Very nice lap actually.
Yeah.
And Brandon takes P4. I think that's Dopey Man over 2/10 up on his lap. He's purple sector 2. So he's looking for an improvement, perhaps improving more than his teammate.
Yeah,
to the finish line he goes, and that's 25.9. P4, well done.
Yeah.
Stewart's still on P3, not that bad. Verstappen is actually over 4/10 up, so let's follow him around. And that's a 126.2, puts him into P6.
Mog is starting his hot lap right now. He's in turn 1. Good. Yeah, good exit there. He's now turn 4. Here is open.
Deep braking, and we have yellow sector. It's infamous 6/10 on it, up in his lap. Puts in P10. Back to Bobrovsky as he's half a tenth up on his lap, takes some curve, and you really want to avoid that curve on the left side. Don't think he's lost that much. Into the turn 10, I believe, the hardest.
That's nice.
Yeah, the hardest track on, or the hardest corner in possibly the calendar. So.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we have yellow sector 2. I think it's just a. Aston Martin slowing down as we follow Bobrovsky at the end of sector 2, takes some curve, 2/10 up on his lap. Great exit actually, so he's looking for an improvement. It's looking quite good for him actually.
Yeah.
Great exit, that's I think he'll gain a lot of time on that. He's, say 126.3 on P9, it's not too shabby at all. Feed into P17, and that's just Nellboy, the only driver that's not setting a lap. He's on an outlap at the moment, so he really needs to set a time up on the board. And actually, I think we missed Benny on into P2. But completely missed that. The teammate of Nellboy looking very promising. Just behind Waza, I think. Looking quite close at the top.
Yes.
Let's follow Nellboy.
Yeah.
Looks very strong into sector 1.
Yeah, I think Nellboy can take a top 3. Should be possible.
27.4, that's a decent lap. That's a very good sector 1. It's a purple sector 1 as well. That's someone off. It's the Aston Martin. I think it's Matthew Mott is around. Gotta be careful with rejoining into track. There's nobody coming, so that should be fine. Let's follow Nellboy.
Yeah, he's fast.
He's looking very quick indeed.
Yeah, he's fast. Yeah.
He really needs to focus to not invalidate at all, or else he's gonna start at the back, and that's surely not something he's looking for. That's the end of sector 2. It's another purple. It's a 1-4.4 sector 2.
Come on. Yeah. Good exit there.
Yeah, a little struggling. I think his tires, yeah, front left overheating. But you can see he's cautious just to put a lap time in.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a 1:25.9 into P4. Decent, very good try.
Nice, Nell. Nice lap.
Very good.
First lap. First valid lap. Nice one.
Yeah. So we have got Billy in a lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy's the first one actually.
It's like Reeps.
So most of the drivers,
corner.
Okay, Reeps.
P11.
Reeps into P11, yeah.
Yeah.
And we got Skipper starting his lap. We've got Milo starting his lap as well. 2 Mercedes looking to start his lap as well. Okay, so let's follow Billy back. Into turn 11 he goes. Two tenths up on his lap. That's gonna. Oh, you had to lift there, so it's compromised his exit. I think he's losing time now. Should be around his own delta at the moment, so it's all about that last corner. Will he nail it? And it's looking quite promising actually. Even a half a tenth improvement will improve him, and that's so close in improving. It's that small lift in the beginning of sector 3, and we have Waza. A purple sector 1. We have yellow. I think it's a Alpine there.
I think it's a Mercedes. No? No. I'm blind.
Quite hard of a corner. We also have Benny on the lap, and he's on the purple as well, so very close. Let's follow Waza at first. Let's see the Mercedes actually. Brandon, the first one to cross the finish line. It's gonna be a 1:25.7.
Waza is invalidated.
Invalidated. It's very unfortunate from him.
Ben is slowing down. Okay.
The drivers are slowing down indeed, but I think Billy is still on a lap. He's still pushing actually. Is he still going for it? That he is.
Ents is on the lap. 1 second. Up. Ends on P8.
Ends on P8. Very good from him, but let's follow Billy around. He's doing another lap on his softs actually.
Really?
Yeah, he did 2 in a row, and he's actually up on his time. I think he's gonna be a provisional pole actually. It is 1:25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Very great lap. Yeah. The only downside for me is he did 2 push laps on these tires, so he's gonna drop off quite a bit in the race. So
yeah,
I think he's gonna look for
he will have 15% of tire wear
at the beginning, indeed. So he might look for a 2-stop there, or just stretch it a little bit and go for the hardest possibly as well.
I mean, it's possible to go on the hard like 28 laps, but you have to be very cautious.
Yeah. And I assume 2 push laps on the softs isn't gonna help him on that, so it's gonna be quite an interesting race. We have Billy in P1, Waza second, so it's gonna be quite an interesting battle, especially for the standings with Mikey not attending.
Yeah.
Let's see the gap. So yeah, Annihilator isn't attending as well, and he is at the moment the championship leader, followed by Mikey. And then the 2 Ferraris behind, so it's gonna be very close there. We've got Billy in P1, WhatsApp second, Benny on P3, Brandon P4, Nelboy P5, Stuart P6, Dopeyman P7, Enz on P8, Verstappen P9, Milo P10. Bogorski is sitting in P11. Go for the medium or hard tires, so he's looking for a alternate strategy there.
I think he should go for the hard tire and medium at the end.
The hard tire is a very good choice, but there's going to be drivers behind him. He's going to be quite quicker, and I'm actually in a McLaren. What?
What?
It put me in a McLaren car. That's that's oh, this is not something.
Oh my god.
Okay, what should I do? Should I retire straight away? Retire in the pits, or
Retiring the pits, yeah.
do I do a complete lap? It's gonna miss everything. This is annoying.
Oh, this game.
Yeah, I don't have my wheel, so I have to do a lap on the controller. And this controller, to be fair, it's broken, so not something I'm looking for, to be fair. We're gonna miss lap 1, so I think you will be the one that's gonna inform me with the information. So sorry guys, I don't know what happened there.
Wait. Let me think about.
Should I retire straight away? Is that an option, or?
I think there was a guy yesterday in the Class B race.
Yeah, it's McLeod, I think, and he retired straight away. So should I do it as well?
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't. Yeah.
Is there a ghost? Is there a AI car?
System checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start
just
bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
But I think he retired after the formation lap.
Yeah, he retired straight away, so I could possibly do that, but I don't know if that's gonna trigger a safety car or something like that.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
What do you say? Retire straight away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the viewers just joined, we've got Billy into P1, Waza second, Benny P3.
Yes.
This is your starting grid. And it actually put me in the McLaren for I don't know what reason. I'm pretty sure I selected spectator at first. Might be a glitch for a phone.
Yeah. So we have Reeps on the medium tires, Borga is in softs, G in Famous is on the medium, Elixir Derek is on the medium, Composite is on medium, Matthew is on the hard tire, and Shabby, our new Class C driver, is on medium. It's quite surprising.
Is it?
That four drivers soft compound tire. Oh, that's really interesting.
Alright, the race will start, so Mamba lead us the way.
One, two, three, four, 5 red lights, and away we go. Good start from Billy, bad start from Benny. Let's start from Waza. Turn 1.
And should be back. The tower is very
There
glitchy
is a
and
big crash.
there's a big crash. I see Reeves is around,
Oh yeah,
a lot of
Reeves is
frames.
around. There's a
Ends
VOC.
is involved. I think I should have missed that, but there's a safety car and Reeves
Reeves
is
is
out.
out.
Ends front wing damage, and let's see the top. It hasn't been changed.
Safety car.
Yeah, there's a safety car out, and let's look at Elixir. If the tower is correct, he's into P7. He gained 9 positions, so
Wow.
very good from him. And he's on the medium, so he's looking very strong actually.
Oh yeah.
And the safety car isn't helping
Crazy.
the soft runners either. You
No.
see Elixir and is very laggy. They're all over the place.
I think what they can do now is pit on the hard tires and then, or pit on medium and then go hard.
Yeah.
Or hope for another safety car.
To be fair, it is possible to stretch the hard all the way to the end, but that's, yeah, you will be struggling at the end.
Yes,
so.
you will.
And
I did it on Monday.
You did?
Yes.
How are the tires?
Lap 1. Please?
How are the tires?
Lap 25, we're like 75% left. We see a few pit stops.
So yeah, that's Benny coming
Benny's
in.
pitting and Waza.
Benny was coming in indeed. And we got
Milo.
Emilio as well.
And
Verstappen as well.
we have a lot.
And as features that is he's actually involved with an incident, so he's got front wing damage there. Composite is in. Nelboy is in.
There we go.
I think Nelboy's got involved actually, so yeah, we got drivers from all kinds of tires actually, different strategies.
Yeah.
So the first one to come out with the medium tires is Benny, and was actually on the hard tires, so he might be looking up to stretch them all the way till the end. And quite interesting actually. So
Yeah.
Benny would actually be thinking going double medium, as well as Verstappen, Milo, and Nelboy. What happened to Nelboy at the start? Did you catch that?
No.
I think he dropped quite some positions, or else he would be forever further at the top there. He might got involved in a small incident or something. But quite interesting is actually Billy staying out. He did 2 push laps there. So his tires aren't looking any good. So
both Ferraris stayed out, and both Mercedes as well.
Yeah, looking quite old school there. So Elixir Tech puts him into P5 now. With the first one to come with the mediums. His connection isn't any great. Bogarowski and Composite both have penalties, so could have been that they collided or touched under the safety car. So let's see. Composite with a 10 second and Bogarowski 5 seconds, so I think it's a touch under the safety car. I think we have another lap on under the safety car, and then we can go off racing. Composite into the pits actually. Does he have front wing damage? He's serving his 5 second penalty. I think he had front wing damage, puts him all the way back P18. Yeah, Lexus is really all over the place. Yeah, I can see it from Skipper's perspective. It's connection not being that great. Let's see if safety car is coming in. It should be, and yeah, safety car in this lap. So we got Billy P1, Stuart P2, Brandon P3, followed by Dopeyman, Elixir Tarek, Skipper, Bogorski in P7. I think he gained 4 positions. It's quite interesting actually. Choosing for the soft tires, he could have gone for the medium or hard tires. So, but you never know what can happen into the races. We already have a DNF, and Billy is not going yet. He's looking all the way to the finish line. And we've got green flags, so
That's,
already
wow.
Billy under the pressures by Brandon and Stewart. Almost 3 wide there. Billy taking a defensive line. Blocked Stewart there a little bit, but the Ferrari maintained position, and Stewart had a big snap of oversteer. Brandon can look for the inside, but thinks the better of it.
Oh!
So we've got Alex Stark all the way into P4 already. Dopeyman lost the position. Waza gained a position there. Bogorski losing a position to Skipper. Fortunate there. Look at Waza with the hard tires actually, and that's Elixir round. I think he got caught on the curb there, and that's Skipper as well. That's a big crash there. Is that a safety car?
God.
He's doing a little switchback there on composite. We're side by side. Composite. No, it's not a safety car just because the safety car has just ended. So Skipper is out, I think.
Wow.
Elixir should have front wing damage. No, he doesn't have any front wing damage. Let's follow back the leaders.
Very close on Billy.
So just half a second, so you can really see that, yeah, the tire disadvantage Billy has, and we have got yellow flags, and it ends his round. Oh no! No front wing damage as Billy sets the fastest lap. He's got some pressure up from behind. Almost a second out is Brandon, so they're looking to get out of the DRS from the Mercedes behind. And it will be quite interesting with strategies later on the race. Let's continuing. Matthew not having front wing damage. Going for the soft tires, actually interesting. And we've got yellow flags. That's Verstappen actually. You had a moment?
Yeah, I think there is no damage. Waza with the hard tire.
Yeah, it's P5 already actually, so Waza looking very strong there. Benny very close to Milo, so quite a big of a lag there. And we've got again yellow flags.
But Matthew Mott.
Should be Matthew Mott.
I'm fine.
And we have ends round again. That's into turn 10. Yeah, I think his tires are very overheated, so I think he just had to take it easy as Brendan now is out of the second. And the DRS should be enabled, and Billy comes into the pits after just 4 laps, so that he did have a tire disadvantage there. The Farah staying out. It's only Billy coming in. Billy going for the medium tire, so it's gonna most likely be a two-stopper. So far, Waza's the only one that's looking, quite strong there with the hard tires, actually trying to put him to the end. And we have yellow flags there, and that's Frisch's up is out as well as Verstappen. I think they collided there. It's a yellow sector 1. There's 2 cars involved. Verstappen Might have front wing damage. Didn't compromise Billy there. So Waza now in P4. So we got again yellow flags, and that's Elixir Tarek round. That's the second time that Curve is killing him there. Watch out with rejoining.
Watch out, watch out.
Very laggy. No, that's not good. Very close.
Oh yeah.
I had to hold my heart there as we got Brendan over a second out of Stewart, so it was surprising actually, keeping quite up with the soft runners in front, just over a second out, but I think he should have DRS if I'm correct. Yeah, he should, so he could just close in. As we got Milo on Bogarowski, he's gonna try and move. I don't think Bogarowski is gonna defend that well, so as he's on a different strategy. And oh wait, Bogarowski is actually. I've got ends around again in sector 2. Very good switchback from Milo going to the inside Bogarowski, and that's moved on. As we got Benny trying a move on Bogarowski as well. Yeah, it's well done by him. Yeah, taking advantage of Bogarowski compromising his line. So that's Milo and Ben through now, and we've got yellow, and that should be Matthew Motte. It's unfortunate from him. Now Benny is looking for a move in Milo there. And again, yellow flags, and that's Frischke Zattes is out. And that's a safety car.
It's a safety car.
There is a safety car, so that yeah, it's quite unfortunate actually for Billy that has just pitted a few laps before. Could come to playing Stewart, having a kind of an advantage, so he should come in there, possibly for the hard tires. You could also go for the mediums and just stretch them to the end, especially if there's a safety car now. That's not gonna put that much wear on them on the first few laps. Stewart is in, Brandon is in, Dopeyman should come in, but there's already a Mercedes in, so it's gonna cost him a little bit of time actually. So let's see if Benny can gain a position compared to Dopeyman. So we got Baza taking the lead. Stewart going for the medium, so he's looking to stretch them till the end. We've got Brandon on the hard tires, Benny on the hard tires, just behind Dopeyman, so Dopeyman didn't lose that much of time. So that's good. We got Bogarowski into the pits, choosing for the medium tires, interesting. Pete going for the softs. Verstappen having front wing damage, going for the hard tires, so looking to extend them till the end. This should be good. Me personally, I would have gone for the mediums as they're quite doable.
Oh my god, Matthew.
Is Matthew Motte around again?
I don't know.
What's going on?
How is he not a DNF? How? He crashed.
He crashed
180 into the wall.
I think I've missed that. Should come into the pits for another front wing. He's eventually gonna run out of front wings if he keeps continuing like this. Let's see, he was in net P1 with 5 lap old hard tires. We got Milo, Nelbo in P3, Infamous in P4, looking also quite strong. Composite surprisingly in P5. Interesting. Composite gained 12 positions compared to his start time, from all the way P17. We got Infamous also 9 positions up. Also Milo looking strong, 8 positions up, so. Should have one more lap of the safety car. Stewart in P6 being the first one that spot the freshest mediums on, so he could extend them till the end.
Safety car at this lap.
Safety car in this lap indeed. Ens is lucky to come back to the field on fresh medium, so let's hope for a good race for him. As we got 5-second penalty for Benny, actually contact with Doping Man, I think.
No.
That's unfortunate there, as Waza is full throttle, it's got Milo's 7/10 clear. Everyone has gone away, and that's Stewart trying a move on composite there,
No.
on the inside. Very clean there, leaves enough space for composite, and that's moved on for him. Into P5 he goes, and we've got Benny into the pits actually. Did he have front wing damage? He's serving his penalty there, but I think he's got front wing damage indeed. There's a ready to take it out, and that's going for the medium tires. Was still in P1, just 7/10 off. Milo is looking for the to get the DRS, the car in front. Nelboy in P3, Famous in P4. Stewart gained a position. He's looking for a move on Infamous, who's got the 7 lap old hard tires. Stewart already trying it. I think he's using a lot of his overtake. Smart look on the inside as we got the yellow sector 1. That's Matthew Mott again, and that's no front wing damage. Just we got Benny behind him. Ends on a move on Alex Jarek. Well done. That's Alex Jarek with a big type bomb there. Regained the position. We've got yellow sector 2, and that's Matthew Mott again. Ends with a good exit, trying a move on Alex Jarek as we've got Matthew Mott out. That, yeah, you can say finally he's out, but after so many spins, we DNF and ends on the inside of Alex Jarek. Big snap. Okay, let's see. Stewart just out of the DRS, but he's got this 6 lap all fresher tires compared to Nelboy, so I don't think it's going to be that hard for him to get into the DRS. Followed by Billy. The Ferrari is looking very strong, but don't forget about Waza with the hard tires. He's 8/10 clear, so Milo should have the DRS. We got yellow sector 2, and that should be Ends. Yeah, Ends lost the car into turn 10. That's Brandon looking to pass Infamous. Burning having a big tire advantage as well. Also Stewart closing in on Nelboy, so let's see if Stewart's gonna try and move into turn 1. With the Euros open, Nelboy isn't using any Euros, so that's gonna be quite easy move into turn 1. Stewart having the better tires, he's outbrake Nelboy. Nelboy trying to switch back there.
Switch back?
But that should be moved done. Also Dopey Man will move on composite there. Now Billy's stuck behind Nelboy. Nelboy is struggling a little bit. I think Benny's left the session, but he rejoined now. I think he disconnected. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Was actually out of a second. Impressive from him. I could just look to extend that gap so that will help him further in the race. Elixir is fighting with Pete at the moment. Billy being very close to Nelboy, so he's looking as well as his teammate to for a move into turn 1 the next lap. So we're already in lap 12.
Billy is close behind Nel.
Yeah, Nelboy really using his ERS, so Billy backs out of it and might think he'll move into turn 4 as he taps him a little bit there.
Billy.
Nothing that crazy, luckily. He's coming back as we got Infamous being overtaken by Dopey Man. That's actually Stewart overtaken by Millie. Is there Milo with the with the switchback there? Well done to maintain position. Stewart still behind. This is really good for Waza actually, as Milo went wide there, so right as I said that, Stewart into P2, so he could put that pressure on back on Waza as he as the gap is 1.5 seconds, as Billy as well trying a move on Nelboy actually. Oh, just around the outside, leaves enough room, and into P4 he goes. Very well done by him. So Lafari looking strong again, as the gap is just over a second, so he think just missed out on the DRS, so he's looking to get the DRS back at the next lap. Pete having a 5 or 3 second time penalty. Billy very close on Milo. Is he gonna try and move? Milo going semi-defensive, but just get back to the racing line. He really saw Milo struggling with the 11th lap old mediums. He could come in anytime for the hard tires. Billy right at the gearbox of Milo, so I think he's gonna try and move right now, as Milo doesn't have any DRS. Still defending, using all of his DRS to maintain his position. Tries a little switchback, just like Stewart did, but no. He's very close, so he's actually trying a move before turn 1 actually, which looks to work, but that gives Milo the DRS, so Milo's got a not the best of exits, so he's not gonna look for a position back, since we got Waza in P1. Stewart being very close now. It's the pressure on him for the lead of the race. Stewart actually looking for a move into turn 4. Is he gonna go for the inside? He will. That's gonna go side by side. Was trying for the outside, actually going for a little switchback, but the traction of this of the 6th level medium is gonna be an advantage. So Stewart takes P1 for the race. Some position changes at the back. We got Dopeyman and Infamous. Infamous keeping overtaken. It's got also Bogorowski just overtook Composite there. We got as well Verstappen trying to pass Composite. Bogorowski actually going very wide. Not enough for Composite to regain the position. Verstappen actually trying the outside, but that's gonna be very hard. He's right at the gearbox. Is he gonna try and move here? Using all of his ERS. Composite actually closing his DRS. Might as well being that for Verstappen to get his position. Was still being in the DRS of Stewart, so that's good for him. So we've got actually Billy getting closer and closer, and Stewart setting the fastest lap there. We've got Infamous side by Dopeyman. Who gets the DRS? That should be Infamous, so Infamous having a red light flashing, so no ERS for him. Dopeyman trying a move on the outside. Infamous leaves enough room. So got Infamous back in P7 with the 13 lap old hard tires. Dopeyman having a little look there on the inside as we got Milos out. I think Milos lost it on the curb. 13 lap old medium, so it's probably struggling a lot there, and you can see him at the wall. And is there a safety car? Doesn't look like it. We got Milo out now. Billy right close at Waza, actually trying a move on the outside. Little bumping there into turn 11 on the outside. Billy having the better traction, but small lift as Waza backs out of it. Waza back at P3 there. He's still not out there because the two Ferraris up front could still come in for possibly the soft tires at the end. So Waza is not looking to come in. So anything can still happen at this race as Waza's coming back at Billy. So he's gonna try and move on the inside. He is actually. The red light is flashing from Billy. He's gonna go from the inside. Big dive bomb. That's Billy trying a switchback. Very nice from him. A little touch there. Nothing too crazy. And then it's Billy back into P3. Very well done by Waza. Actually running a little right there. But Waza regains the position there, as you can already see that the medium tires are struggling a little bit at 10 lap old. So later on the hard tires will have a better advantage. The two Alfa Romeo stuck behind Dopeyman, looks like it. Famous. Really trying to move back on Waza. He's on the inside. He does. Big dive bomb there. Touches Waza actually, so Aston Martin isn't happy with that one. We've got yellow in sector 2 and we've got Bogorowski around actually. Oh no, that's very unfortunate for him. Does he have any wing damage? Doesn't look like it. It's unfortunate for the two Alpha Tauris. Also Brandon looking for a move on Nelbo. Nelbo's red light is flashing, so it could be a move from the Mercedes into turn 1 as he's got the overspeed, and that should be moved on already. Go back to the racing line and go from there. Verstappen having a small look in Dopeyman there. Dopeyman has quite a bad exit. But gets Verstappen the better line. He gets the DRS and he should be able to move into turn 4 on the inside. Leaves just enough room. Dopeyman on the outside. Small touch there. And that's Verstappen touched there, and this is in teammates coming in and
Gene
takes that
face.
position actually. Don't think Verstappen's got any damage there visible.
Oh,
That got
Pete.
Pete
Ah,
out.
Pete.
Pete is out. Oh no, and that's a safety car. That's a
And
safety
another
car.
safety car. Ooh,
Interesting.
interesting. So,
Yeah,
I
very
don't.
interesting.
Ooh,
What tires would you actually put on? We've got 11 laps
medium.
there. I would say actually if you have a fresh soft tires there, put some
Yeah.
softs on because yeah, there's some.
If. Oh,
Oh, was I
Waza.
having a drive? Speeding under the safety car.
Waza.
No,
Ah,
that's very unfortunate. That's
yeah.
no, it's fortunate from him. Let's see if Stewart's gonna come in. Should come in. Stewart is coming in. Billy's looking to come in as well as he needs to. He's gonna get held up. Waza coming in as well. So is Brendan, Nellboy. See if Dopeyman is coming in. Stewart actually going for the medium tires. Interesting. Dopeyman coming in. Infamous coming in. Verstappen coming in. Composite coming in. Everyone is coming in to change their tires, so Stewart is actually maintaining his lead on the medium tires. Interesting though is Waza going for the softs there. Soft tires, but remember he's got the drive-through penalty, so very unfortunate from him. That gives Infamous slight So that's could be a positive for Infamous as he's got a tire advantage to the car in front of them, as Alexa Tire is the only driver to stay out. Also Benny coming in. Stewart having a 5-second time penalty as well with Billy. They collided under the safety car. They touched. That's unfortunate from them. Ferrari drivers were looking very strong there, but very unfortunate now. That gives the advantage to the cars behind them, as Brandon is there with fresh mediums as well as an L-boy. So interesting. There was a prediction that Waza will make a mistake, so Nellboy will win. And it looks like Waza did make a mistake, and he did get a drive-through penalty. Nellboy looking very strong as the two cars in front having penalties, so you never know.
Yep.
Billy coming in actually. And that's another 5-second time penalty. Speeding. Oh no, that's
What is he doing?
sort of over actually. Did he get any front wing damage? He's serving his 5 seconds. I think that's the main reason why he did come in there. But he regained the 5 seconds back.
He needs to wait now for Benny.
And Billy goes for the hard tires. Oh
What?
no, why is he going for the hard tires? Oh,
Really? Oh.
it should be like a glitch, or I don't know what happened there.
Benny and
He's
soft.
dropped down all the way to the field into P12. We've got actually 6 DNFs, excluding me. So that does give Nellboy the podium position for now. Elixir Tarek 11 lap old hard tires, still with a massive lag. As you can see from what is this perspective? Safety car in this lap. As Stewart will lead us the way. Got 9 laps to go after completing this lap. Oh, there's touching. That's Elixir. I think he's got the back of Nelbo. Is that a penalty?
Oh.
Luckily for Nelbo it isn't, but Elixir's literally all over the place. He did gain the position side by side. It was actually coming.
House.
Into turn 1. He does have this fresh soft. There's a collide there. I think Elixir there has got damage there, and it is unfortunate for me as we got yellow flags. Elixir track very laggy there. Waza does get the position before he goes. Also Dopeyman on the outside from Elixir Tarek. This here, his connection isn't helping. Brandon actually very close into Stewart there. And Billy gets another penalty, and that's, I think it's ends round once again. Very fortunate. He was looking quite strong on the soft tires. That safety car helped him there. Dopeyman all the way on Elixir Track. You can see already the gap between Waza and Elixir Track being 2.5 seconds. So Elixir Track really holding up the pack there. Dopeyman really needs to gain the position to Elixir Track to Elixir Track being out of eras already. So could see a move or two on into turn 1. Dopeyman already passing on. Oh, it's Elixir Track doing a little late move there. All over the place. Dopeyman into turn 1. Elixir Track getting a penalty, but compromises his exit there, and Famous gained the position. It's also Billy looking for get the position there as Infamous outbreaks himself. I think that's Elixir Track round, and he called Billy there. Oh no, he almost caught Bogarovsky as well. That's Elixir Tarek and Billy involved at the incident there. It should be front wing damage for Elixir Tarek, and that's it was looking quite strong for Billy, but it's gone to worse there.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. It's got Waza moved up the place into Nullboy, but remember Waza's got that drive-through penalty, so he's looking on serving it at most likely the end of this lap.
Yeah.
Or else the next lap, or else he will be disqualified from the race. He's got a composite gain the position to Elixir Tarek, but Elixir Tarek having front wing damage. Let's see if Waza's gonna come in to serve his penalty. He is gonna come in. Stewart sitting the fastest lap. He's got the pressure behind from Brandon.
Brandon, yeah.
Brandon looking strong. He's actually the one to look out for at the moment, as he's right behind Stewart without any penalties. The Euros open. Elixir Tarek getting a 5-second time penalty. Was out all the way back to P9. Also Infamous on the soft tires at the back of Dopeyman, so interesting. Dopeyman actually ran wide all the way on the curve, and that's going to give Infamous a better run. He's got a better traction because of the tire advantage he has, so that's P4 from Infamous, looking to close the gap a little more on the car on the front. That's Nullboy with the Williams. Let's follow Brandon for now.
Oh,
And then
that's
it's looking for a
close
move
enough.
on the inside. Yeah.
Oh, late
Listen,
braking from Stewart.
gives him enough room. Going for turn
Good
4
defense.
most likely. Stewart taking the defensive line there. That's Brandon just maintaining position. Has got Infamous gained the position
Famous
back
was the
into
move,
Dopey
yeah.
Man. Dopey Man are fighting.
Oh
Into
yeah.
turn 4 they go. Dopey Man on the outside. No
Close.
touching there. Very close there. Famous right at the gearbox of Dopey Man. But
Wow.
great fighting from them. That's
Battling.
how
Yeah.
you want to see it. Also Billy trying a move on ends on the outside of turn 1. Outbreaks dents and just maintains the racing line. Famous very close on top of him and they're still fighting. Very great racing from them. But the downside for the Alfa Romeo is that the soft tires will drop off in a couple of laps. Let's follow Brandon. Is he gonna try and move on Stewart? He is. He's got the overspeed. He's going the turn 1. He's got yellow sector 1 and that's Elixir turret actually. So
Elixir,
I hope it's not gonna compromise the leaders.
I hope not.
Let's see if Elixir turret
I think.
It's
Oh
got
my
Stewart.
God, what is?
Stewart gaining back position and Brandon switch back there. But back to P2 Brandon goes, but that's not over yet because Stewart does still have that 5-second penalty. He's got a gap of almost 4.5 seconds to Noboy and it's keep going up and up, so that's still good for Stewart there as he does get the DRS on the corner front and that's Elixir Tarek. I hope Elixir Tarek doesn't compromise Stewart there.
Yeah.
He is, so that's yeah. And Elixir Tarek is around.
Oh.
He is. Do not rejoin the track, please. Ah, okay. That should be fine.
Gonna keep an eye on that.
Okay. Let's get back to the leaders as they're very close again. Brandon looking to line up the move into turn 1. Stewart not using any ERS. That should be a move done. Stewart following on behind, most likely trying to get the position back into turn 4. Let's see if he's gonna try that. Gets a decent run. Trying to take very defensive there. Maintains the lead. Also Benny on Waza. Waza back into P8. Not too shabby there. We got yellow sector 2, sector 3. That ends around again. Also trying to move on the outside of the composite and Waza's round. Oh, he tried a dive on there and
Stewart
yeah.
is very close on Brandon. Better exit from Brandon. But still we have.
Yeah, but look at the gap to Nelbo. It's just over 5 seconds, so it's going to hands here for Stewart. Green flags again. The closest battle on track is for the lead of the race. Also Infamous on Dopey Man. They're side by side into the last corner there. Dopey Man a little switchback, but
Stewart with a move. Stewart with
Stewart actually on the outside, yeah. Oh, what a beautiful switchback that is.
Switchback, wait, yeah.
Beautiful racing.
Good exit.
Let's see into turn 4 and he's on the outside. Leaves just enough room. And that should be moved done there.
Yeah.
Well done by them. Stewart gets the lead back and the gap to Nelbo is just over 6 seconds, so that should be close. Also famous on Dopey Man, still fighting, so 2 battles on track. It's very great for them. It's got yellow, and that's Elixir Tarek around. There's cars behind, they didn't compromise them luckily. It's all over the place. Let's follow Brandon as we got yellow. That's tense. Ends this round. Oh no. And just looking for a move on Stewart now. Lap 28. And Brandon gets back P1. There keeps swapping position, and Brandon's actually very low on ERS there. As well as for Stewart. So they're all giving it everything. As Infamous going to the inside of the Bopey Man. Dopey Man using a lot of his ERS as both of them lights are flashing as Dopey Man gets P4. And Stewart getting another
8
penalty.
seconds.
That's 8 seconds actually. He's got a 6-second gap to Nailboy, so it looks like Nailboy is gonna take P2 if it stays for now. There's 1.5 lap to go. As Infamous and Dopey Man, they're as well still fighting. But Infamous does have the penalty, so also was on Benny. As we got yellow, and that's Elixir Tarek again. Also does have the 8-lap old soft tires, so they're slowly dropping off as follows Stewart there as we come to the last lap of the race. Stewart is looking to line up Brandon there into turn 4, but he's got almost no ERS left. Brandon will maintain his position as the gap to Nailboy now is 6.7 seconds.
Yeah.
He's looking for a 8-second gap there. Let's see the penalties. Yeah, Brandon 8 seconds. So 6.8 to Nailboy there. He's got Infamous for 3 seconds. Gap is 6.7, so now we just has to try clean, no mistakes, and that should be P2 for him. Infamous all the way on the back of Dopey Man.
Oh, it's 7 seconds now, bro. 7.1.
7 seconds. Okay, gonna be quite close. Let's see. Infamous on the inside. They're side by side.
No! Why, Stuart? Why?
What happened?
He almost dive bombed Brendan.
Oh,
There was contact and there's again
that's contact indeed. They're gonna be side by side crossing the finish line, but that should be Brandon winning the race, followed by Stewart. But the gap to Nailboy is
And Nailboy in
just
second.
a little bit to 7.2, so that's
Yes.
gonna be second for Nailboy. Well done by him, as we got Infamous and Dopey Man. Dopey Man takes P4, Infamous with the penalty still P5. We got Bogarowski crossing the line in a second for P6 as his teammate is round once again in sector 1. Verstappen and Benny actually fighting to the line, but that's Benny to P9, Verstappen P10. Billy was looking very strong at the start of the race, but he's gonna come in and for P11. It's very unfortunate for the Ferrari driver who are looking strong all season long. As the only driver to cross the line is Ends himself. So ends crossing the line for P12, and that's race over. So that's Brendan P1, Nelboy P2, and driver of the day goes to Composite there. Stewart gets P3 after 8 seconds of penalties. Unfortunate for the two Ferraris drivers, were looking very strong there. As the Mercedes driver gets the top step of the podium.
Yeah. Very good race for Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon scoring points there. It's going to be a very interesting championship battles. The top two not attending today, so they're going to be closing in. Got Brandon P1, Nelboy P2, Stewart in P3, Dopey Man P4 after a battle with Infamous there that has a penalty. Bogorski P6, well done by him. Composite P7, got driver of the day after gaining 10 position in total. Was a P8 after that drive-through penalty. Was looking very strong there, but unfortunate there with the safety cars. Got Penny P9, Verstappen P10, Billy P11. Fortunate with the penalties he had and the hard tires on. And P12, what do I have to say about him? Elixir P13, yeah, as well. What do I have to say? The connection and the blue flags isn't helping him. Pete DNF or P14, and these are your other finishers.
Yep.
Well, so thank you guys for watching, and we're looking to see you guys at the next round in Austria.
Yes. Home GP.
Alright. See you guys.
See you guys.